Hi everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Kim Ki-hwan from Korean Studio. Now, when you're on a date or when you're meeting people at a social setting, it's always nice to pay compliments on what the other person is wearing. So in today's video, we're going to learn two very useful expressions you can use when you want to pay a compliment on what the other person is wearing. First, to compliment what the other person is wearing or to compliment their appearance on that particular day, you can say 윗도리가 엄청 예뻐 보여요. Your top looks so pretty. 윗도리가 엄청 예뻐 보여요. In this sentence, we're complimenting the other person's 윗도리, which means top. 엄청 means so and very. And the key phrase is 예뻐 보여요, which means to look pretty. 예뻐 보여요 combines the descriptive verb 예쁘다, which means to be pretty, and the verb ending 보이다, which we use to talk about how someone or something looks. Now, before we go on, we should go over the differences between the verb 생기다 and the verb ending 보이다. Now, last week, we made a short video on how to talk about someone's appearance using the verb 생기다. And although the verb 생기다 and the verb ending 보이다 can both roughly translate into to look how, their uses are actually quite different. When we use the verb 생기다 to talk about people's appearance, we're talking about their appearance in a more general sense. It's more to do with how that person looks on a day-to-day basis. However, with the verb ending 보이다, now when we use this verb ending to talk about someone's appearance, we're talking about how that person looks on that particular day. And it could be because they've done something to their hair, or maybe they're wearing some new clothes, or maybe perhaps they've just seen a sad film and they look very sad at that moment. So to talk about that person's appearance on that day or at that moment, we would use the verb ending 보이다. And in terms of attaching 보이다 to verb stems, if the verb stem ends in the vowels or then we attach 보이다. But if the verb stem doesn't end in the vowels or then we attach 보이다. Now, in English, when we talk about people's appearance, we can obviously use adjectives like pretty, cute, or cool. So you can say things like, oh, your hairstyle looks pretty today, or your bag looks really cool. But it's also very common to use adjectives like great, amazing, and fantastic. So we commonly compliment people by saying, you look great, or your hairstyle looks amazing today. But in Korean, we never ever use adjectives like great, amazing, or fantastic to talk about people's appearance. In Korean, we tend to use more specific adjectives like pretty and cute. And these are 예쁘다, to be pretty, 귀엽다, to be cute. And for men, we use this descriptive verb, 멋있다, which can be a little tricky to translate into English, but it combines the meaning of being cool and stylish. And it's 멋있다. So let's take a look at some example sentences that use these descriptive verbs. 머리 스타일이 엄청 예뻐 보여요. Your hairstyle looks so pretty. 머리 스타일이 엄청 예뻐 보여요. 티셔츠가 엄청 귀여워 보여요. The t-shirt looks so cute. 티셔츠가 엄청 귀여워 보여요. 구두가 엄청 멋있어 보여요. Your shoes look so cool. 구두가 엄청 멋있어 보여요. So in each sentence, we combine the descriptive verbs 예쁘다, 귀엽다, and 멋있다 with 보이다 or 보이다 to say that someone looks pretty, cute, and cool. Now, an important point to note regarding how we use this descriptive verb 예쁘다, which means to be pretty. Now, in most countries, I'd imagine that using this adjective pretty to talk about a man's hairstyle or the clothes they wear is probably quite uncommon. But in Korea, it's actually very common. And it's particularly common when a man has a close relationship with a woman, such as their partners, so girlfriends and wives, or close family members, or even close female friends. If they have a close relationship, it's very common for that close female person to talk about the man's hairstyle and the clothes they wear as being pretty. We generally don't use 예쁘다 to talk about a man's facial feature, but it's more to describe their hairstyle and the clothes they wear. So do keep that in mind about this descriptive verb, 예쁘다. Okay, so let's now look at the second way of complimenting someone. If you want to say that what someone is wearing looks good on them, then you can say 그 블라우스가 미나 씨한테 엄청 잘 어울려요. That blouse looks so good on you, 미나. 그 블라우스가 미나 씨한테 엄청 잘 어울려요. 그 블라우스 means that blouse, and 미나 씨한테 means to 미나 or on 미나. And 엄청, as we learned already, means so and very. And the key phrase is 잘 어울려요. And we use this phrase to say that something looks good on someone. Now, 잘 means well, and 어울려요 is the polite form of 어울리다, which means to suit someone. So 잘 어울려요 means to suit someone well or to look good on someone. Now, the verb 어울리다 has a broad range of uses. We can use it to talk about people getting on well with each other. And if two people look good as a couple, then you can use the verb 어울리다 to say that they are a good fit for each other. And similarly, we can use the verb 어울리다 to say that a particular item of clothing looks good on someone. Let's take a look at a few more example sentences. 그 치마가 언니한테 엄청 잘 어울려요. That skirt looks so good on you. 그 치마가 언니한테 엄청 잘 어울려요. 그 코트가 수지 씨한테 정말 잘 어울려요. That coat looks really good on you. 그 코트가 수지 씨한테 정말 잘 어울려요. 그 머리 스타일이 진수 씨한테 정말 잘 어울려요. That hairstyle really suits you, 진수. 그 머리 스타일이 진수 씨한테 정말 잘 어울려요. So if you think what someone is wearing looks really good on them, or their hairstyle really suits them, then you can use the phrase 잘 어울려요. Okay, so today we learned two very useful expressions we can use to compliment someone on what they're wearing. And the key phrases were 보이다 and 잘 어울리다. So next time you meet a Korean person, don't forget to use what you learned in this video and compliment them on what they're wearing. See you soon again. Bye-bye.